wetlands, lighthouse, bridge, and boundary stones. Welcome to what was once the southernmost point of Washington, D.C., Jones Point Park in Alexandria, Virginia. If this sounds confusing, it will all be explained. In this series, we will get a healthy dose of both history and nature. We will check out a lighthouse dating back to 1856, which looks a lot different from what you might be used to. Remarkably, it sits right next to the very first and oldest object to ever indicate the existence of Washington, D.C. We will learn about boundary stones and also take a short trek right up to the banks of the Potomac River. We might even take a peek at a protected turtle nesting area, from a distance of course. And while we're at it, why not investigate a slew of man-made animal footprints? Let's get recreational! Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we are at Jones Point Park, which is at the southern tip of Alexandria, Virginia. And we're going to take a bit of a walk right down this trail over here and see what's going on. So let's go. So today is actually Easter Sunday, 2025. And since it's Easter Sunday, I brought a friend. This is my Pokemon Pez dispenser. It's Easter Sunday, so there's gotta be some candy involved. I actually won that guy at Dave & Buster's. One of my groups had a trip where they went there and played all the arcade games. And the kids all get a game card, and of course me as the guide, I get a game card also. The only thing is, I'm not any good at the games, but I was able to scrape together just enough points to get it Pez. The kids are walking away with all these super awesome prizes, and I've got a Pez dispenser. 'Cause that's all I can afford on my points. But it comes in very handy today on Easter Sunday. As you can see, lots of people out. A lot of cyclists in particular, joggers, walkers, people with their dogs. And this over here is the Woodrow Wilson Memorial Bridge. And there's an interesting story about this. This was dedicated back in the early 1960s. And Edith Wilson, President Wilson's widow, was supposed to be at the dedication ceremony, but she actually died the morning of the ceremony, so she never made it. But it's just crazy to think that something like 40 years after his death, or 35 years or so after his death, there's a bridge that opens up in his honor, in his name, and the former First Lady shows up, or is supposed to show up for the dedication, and she dies that very morning. So that is just really weird. Weird but true. can't think of too many basketball courts that are directly underneath bridges like this. Maybe off to the side, but not directly underneath where all the cars drive. But this is one of them. So here, right underneath the bridge, we have a World War I era ship rudder. And this is it back there. And here is the plaque about it, the information plaque. It says, evidence of the shipyard at Jones Point. So there was a shipyard here, World War I era rudder. And here it says, in May 2000, this rudder was recovered along the banks of the Potomac River near Jones Point. Measuring over 22 feet high and 4.5 feet wide, the rudder is of the variety used to outfit steel cargo ships constructed between 1918 and 1920 at the Virginia Shipbuilding Corporation site. Except for concrete building foundations and the finishing pier, the rudder is the last remnant of the shipbuilding industry at Jones Point. So if you're ever on a scavenger hunt in this area and it says, find the World War I era rudder, it is right here underneath all the cars of the Wilson Bridge.